Again, this question, after you dissect it, you realize it's talking about the invincible triangle. So once you can use the invincible triangle, you can do anything in vectors. Okay, there are 3 points. Find the coordinates of S, which is on PQ, such that RS, now there's a lot of information around here. S is on PQ, such that RS is perpendicular to PQ. Okay, I would draw PQ over here. Okay, and S is on PQ. It doesn't matter that S is here. Please don't make it ambiguous. So let maybe S be somewhere around here, as well as R is over here. Now we don't know what is S. We know P is 313. We know Q is -1, -1, -3. We also know that R is equals to 5, 2, -1. So in a way, you can already see that the triangle could be drawn this way. Yeah, so in a similar question as question number 5, this PQ, okay, the line PQ can be written as R equals to, take a point, 313 plus lambda. Now you need a direction vector. What would the direction vector be? The direction vector would be PQ, the most obvious. So PQ is equals to, now, just now I use OQ minus OP. Now, of course, you are very used to using PO plus OQ, which I prefer. Okay, that would even be better. -3 -1 -3 plus -1 -1 -3, and that would be -4 -2 -6. What I want to tell you is that direction vector can be simplified. PQ is in this way, right? So we can kind of take out -2 over here. That would be 2, 1, 3. Okay, so the direction vector, don't take the complicated one as the direction vector. Take simplified form, because plus lambda means it's a scalar multiple. So this is 2, 1, 3. Okay, so all you need to do next is, you have already find the direction vector over here. What to do next? Can you recall? Well, our job is to find S, right? Yeah. So we need to find S, which is on PQ. So OS satisfies which equation? The line. OS is equals to 3 plus 2 lambda, 1 plus lambda, and 3 plus 3 lambda, which is here. Okay, because R equals to XYZ. I keep telling you, R equals to XYZ. Most students cannot remember this, or cannot get to terms this. R means XYZ. All right, since OS is here, our next job is to find RS, which is equals to -5 -2 1 plus 3 plus 2 lambda, 1 plus lambda, 3 plus 3 lambda, and you can simplify it to become -2 plus 2 lambda, -1 plus lambda, and 4 plus 3 lambda. Okay, back to here, RS is perpendicular to the line. So when we see perpendicular, what do we think of? We think of the dot product. So RS dot PQ must give you equals to 0. Okay, we do not need to use PQ per se. We just need to use the direction vector of PQ, which is 213 equals to 0. Of course, even if you use PQ, this guy, you will still get lambda. It's just that the numbers are get a little bit bigger. So lambda is going to be equals to -half. Once you've got that, you have all the answer already. OS is going to be equals to, all you need to do is to put this lambda back into OS, and you will have your answer, which is 2/2 and 3/2. In this case, the question is asking for coordinates, so let's give them in coordinates form. 2/2, 3/2. Okay, understand how to make your diagram into an invincible triangle, then you can solve everything. Okay, the next part is when you see the word reflected. Reflected means it is being cut exactly into half. Always think of the ratio theorem. Okay, 100% always think of ratio theorem. Now, how to use ratio theorem correctly? So let's recall the concept of ratio theorem is, if this is mu, this is lambda, this is O, this is A, this is B, and you want to find S that is in the middle, the way to find it is OS is equals to, always draw this way, cross to the other side. Mu times OB plus lambda times OA over mu plus lambda. Okay, this is ratio theorem. You have to know, you have to commit it to your muscle memory. Okay, so in this case, looking back at the question, we already have R, which is on top of the line, S, which you just found. Okay, now you can take P, but it will make things confusing. It's easier to take O. Okay, now O may not lies on the line, but it will still work as a whole. Okay, now when you are reflected, we draw this triangle here. When you are reflected, it means that there is a point here called r prime that is over here 1 unit and 1 unit. Okay, so if you draw the cross, it's quite easy to get the answer by applying this. OS, which is the middle one, is equals to OR plus OR prime. Okay, because it's 1 times OR plus 1 times OR prime over 1 plus 1 over 2. OS, we already have 2 half and 3 over 2. OR, we also already have, so that's not a plus, is equals to 5 to negative 1 plus, I don't know what is OR prime, so I will just write here OR prime over 2. All I need to do is multiply by 2 to the right side and minus off, so OR prime is equals to 2 half 3 over 2 multiplied by scalar multiplier 2 minus of 5 to negative 1. Bring this over and you will get your answer. That will be negative 1, negative 1, 4. So therefore, the R prime is negative 1, comma negative 1, 4 in terms of coordinate. Okay, so when you see reflected, always use ratio theorem.